And let the waves up in it now. Oh, oh, let the way up in it now. Yo, okay, man. I'm sorry, man. Being very, being very African American today. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I was trying to see how long I was going to wait. I was about to
Being
wait
very
till
Yo,
African American
yo, B
today.
was looking at the camera like, "Hey, yo, bro,
Yeah, like it's about to whoop my
this is
ass.
unacceptable."
Yeah, looking at the camera like, bruh.
So we're gonna learn about drawing on hands, I guess.
I think just drawing in general. I want to say our guest is an artiste.
RT.
Okay, because I seen people do henna in college. I'm just like, the fuck is this? Okay, yeah,
Some
okay,
girl,
well,
some
wow,
girl tried to
all
put it
right.
on my head back in high school. They didn't show up. I was
He
mad.
was like, she didn't use the proper contrasting colors, I guess.
Oh no, I was tight. I was like,
But
don't try to do this to me.
I remember there was some like discourse on Tumblr about it though. There's I don't know because there was like, oh my god, those motherfuckers at Coachella, they're culturally appropriating the hennas. I'm like, god damn, niggas can't draw on their hands without cultural appropriation attacks. Like,
Yeah,
jeez.
appropriations.
But well, hello there.
Hi.
Hey,
Uh,
How are you
so
today?
the SOS podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm Folkland Los. We got Tenzin. We got B in the building,
yo,
and we are here with Faith, a faithful henna. And should be an interesting show. We got an interesting month, man. I was looking at the slate of people we got this month. It's gonna be it's gonna be a little interesting, more interessante. But man,
Oh,
if we could
okay.
give if we could give her a formal SOS, what do we do to invite people? We don't give we don't clap. We need like a
I was
noise.
about to say we just.
What
I
noise
don't
does the
know.
squid make? Does the squid make a
Glug glug. I don't know.
I was about to say they didn't show up,
just shoot
and
ink at her. I guess I don't know.
they show up, and we hope they don't leave.
shoot,
I
shoot it
mean,
at her?
but thanks for coming on, Faithful Henna. Is that your real name?
My name is Faith, so
Oh, okay, cool. All
close, pretty.
Word, man. So yeah, man. Just give us a quick rundown on Faith and all things such.
So, well, myself, I've always been into the arts, drawn since I was a kid and stuff like that. But when I was about 16, 15 or so, like I really wanted to start getting into tattoos, but I didn't really want to do like permanent tattoos and stuff. So, henna was kind of the route that I chose to take. Um, I slowly did start to get into tattoos though. My little Gary right here, that guy, I did myself.
right. Hold on. What is that of?
It's
Here.
Gary.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Oh, you said Gary. Okay,
those
okay.
regular
Meow.
things, but I'm all about art. That's what I go to school for. My career is in art, so that's pretty much what. But henna is definitely just a little side business that I do. So
Oh, okay.
When did
So
you?
henna's not permanent.
it's not permanent. It lasts about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how long. Depending on where you put it on. Like if it's on your arms, it might last like 4 weeks or something like that. But your hands tends to be a little shorter and stuff. But it's really pretty. Normally it's used for weddings and like cultural events and stuff. But generally I do more like festivals and like small business events and stuff like that. So
Can I
Okay.
can,
What do
can I
you
ask?
charge for henna?
I'm sorry.
What do you charge?
I try. Well, it depends, to be quite honest, on the intricacy of the henna. But anywhere between like $10 to $40, it's really not that crazy. I mean, it is semi-permanent, but it is all about my time and what you guys want me to do. You know, I think
I ain't gonna lie, $40, that seems a little cheap. Like,
it's not that bad. I mean, but most of them are. Most people don't really ask for crazy stuff. Like if I do events, you know, my prices tend to differ. Like if I'm doing a group of people, I might charge like 350 to 500. You know, so if I'm doing like a vending event, then I'm charging per henna. And normally, because I'm with like the younger crowd, I try to be nice because, you know, they're coming to an event. There's other vendors there. They want to spend their money.
Right.
Right.
You know.
but
So can
um,
I ask real quick, before we get into more intricate stuff, what exactly, for those people who may be uninformed, not me though, what is henna?
not me though.
So henna, it's a plant, and essentially it's ground up into a powder, and then that powder is mixed with water, and you mix it and you let it sit overnight, and it becomes this paste. And
Mm.
but it's natural. There's also
Sounds like that bass.
yeah, there's that too. That's another thing that's made out of a plant, but it's like a bluish ink, and it kind of turns a little bit of black. But all of what I use is natural product. There's some dangerous stuff out there too, you know, like chemically made stuff, but
Uh,
I don't know what you're supposed to be using and what brands are right.
Now, can you do different colors with it, or is it all just black?
So there's the natural colors will be black and brown.
Mm.
So anything else that's not those two colors are chemical colors. And personally, I
Okay.
chemically put on my skin. You know how like they say like Sharpies and stuff like that are bad for your skin. Same
Yeah.
shit with that or whatever. I've definitely seen some pretty bad henna burns from some of those colored hennas too. So
Whoa.
Lord.
Henna burns?
because you know it's a chemical.
This
What's the henna burn? What it look like? Is it
yeah.
like your skin just bubble up?
Yeah, but you know, it's like you have a design on your hand. Like there's some people who have reactions to it, and the design will kind of like imprint on the body.
Ooh,
See, I knew we
that's
could. I
Yeah,
knew we shouldn't have trusted them daggum Indians. I tell you, gosh darn, giving us henna burns.
that's uh,
Indian burn, henna burn. Oh,
Oh, hey, Indian burn.
real henna.
so.
Your hair,
Okay.
dye your beard. You could dye your hair, dye your nails. Real henna is the proper stuff.
So,
Okay.
so if it comes in natural brown and you said the natural colors is brown and black, I'm assuming not too many black folks get the henna because I had an experience. Somebody tried to put it on my hand and it didn't show up, and I was pretty mad about it.
But
And
what
I
did you
had
say?
the jaguar ink, which is another plant, and it's more of like a bluish ink, so it's not necessarily black, but it looks black enough for it to be black. But that I tend to use when I work with darker skin tones because that shows at the very least. But brown henna tends to not show because it's a little more orange
See,
to
you,
browns.
you, you see, Brandon, the henna is not for the untouchable. Okay, so
stop. You gonna make them flame
I
us
know,
on
right?
Twitter again.
Yeah, man, you would be like a leper in the caste system. They put you in a cave somewhere, bro.
Bro, this girl tried to put it on my head. I was so mad. And then, like, everybody was like, oh, don't show up on his head. And I was like, oh, great. Now I got to fight everybody else.
Oh man,
All right.
You're you're not a Brahman, Brandon. That's funny.
So when did you discover you were an artist?
Like I said, when I was a kid, to be quite honest, I was always artistically inclined. To be quite honest, I went to pretty good schools, and you know, back in at least they don't really have art classes like that anymore. But you know, we had art classes when I was a kid, so and they like actually wanted us to indulge in what we were doing, and I was definitely one of those kids who indulged. I remember one of the first pieces that I did was in second grade, and it was a bunny sculpture.
What?
I
In
remember
second grade? That's amazing.
when I was in California, I did a little bunny sculpture with a little ice cream in his hand, and I don't have it, but I know that was one of the first things that I remember doing. But my grandmother drew, my father drew, you know, it's like in the family and stuff. But I mean, it's not like what I want to do for a career per se, but I mean, I enjoy it.
You
And
don't you don't happen to have the scrapbook handy, do you?
I don't, because you know I'm in Chicago right now. I'm not home, so
Shut
Uh,
up.
and that would have been dope if you had the sketchbook. You could
Right.
but not.
say,
I don't be showing my work like that.
Ah, okay, yes. Yeah, that's a real artist, man. Let you know I'm an artist, but I'm sensitive about my
listen, this is
shit,
the
man.
SOS podcast. We get the for here, okay?
When I post my real work, that's different. But you know, the sketches, it's a sketch. It's supposed to stay in the book. You know.
Man, you
What
supposed to
type?
get scoop, man.
I was about to, what type of stuff would we have seen in the sketches if you actually wanted to show us?
So I like working with like graffiti and color and stuff like that,
Okay.
and mushrooms. Really big fan of mushrooms. Um,
Hey.
I'm a huge geek, so like mycelium and all that shit. Like I'm pretty into it. Like there's an Instagram page, and he makes beats with the sound of the electromagnetic pulse in plants and stuff. And he does a lot of them with mushrooms. So there's like a whole bunch of like mushroom beats on this page and shit. But it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
like
I gotta look into that mushroom beats.
Hey, you guys, can you tag that on the what's it called real quick?
I definitely got it's on my other page, my personal page. I have it on there, but I definitely could find that for you.
Yeah, might have to bring him on the show.
But his stuff is really dope. I think he lives in like Oregon and stuff, but it's definitely a trip that I would like to take because mushrooms are some pretty things. And you know,
Trip.
a lot of mushrooms and stuff like that. We have the trip mushrooms. We definitely do. I,
What's
not
the best trip you ever had?
the best. Well, you don't. Okay, but I would say the when I went to San Francisco because I'm gonna be innocent and assume that's what you mean and not a trip on mushrooms because I'm really did
That's
this.
no, we meant a trip on mushrooms.
Damn.
Without,
Honestly, it didn't hit like that. To be quite honest,
uh,
the last time I did do it, it really wasn't even like that. So
yeah.
I thought she was. I thought she was actually talking about like her trip in San Francisco. I didn't even catch that she was talking about she went to San Francisco. That was
I've been quite a few places over the last.
okay. You
Nah,
said you from Chicago?
I'm from Jersey, but I'm at work right now. I'm out of Chicago for work.
Oh dang.
are you willing to talk about work
Of
on the
course,
podcast?
that's all that I do besides my art. That's my
What?
life. So I work for a stuffed animal company called Squishable. I'm their store opening coordinator. So I travel around and I build stores. I come in when they need help with staff, or I come in and close stores. So right
Excuse me.
out in Chicago, closing one of their stores, but normally I'm out and about in different places. I've been out to Vegas with them, California a few times. This is my fourth time in Chicago for them. I was just out in Miami, Pittsburgh, and stuff like that, you know. But it's definitely a really cool opportunity, and it's a stuffed animal company, so it's fun as hell, and I get a lot of cool stuff.
Did you go to O Block?
Nah,
Chief Keef by the Squishables.
Do
He
you
got
got
a stuffed animal be like
the
bang 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 bang.
I'm in the suburbs. I'm in the suburbs anyway. I'll always be in the
Chief
suburbs.
Keef really come to New Jersey and shoot that shit up?
Oh.
I'm gonna blow New Jersey up.
Picture
Why
Chief
was he
Keef.
trying to blow New Jersey up? And you know, when I be in the club, I be saying that shit hard like I know anybody from New Jersey.
It's the funniest thing in the world. It's so
I
funny.
mean, he says a lot of shit. A gorilla in the coop. What the fuck? Like, it's
It's just like I just want to know how long it took him to just come up with that. I
He
was
must have
like,
been beefing with a nigga in New Jersey.
had to
There's
be.
no way.
That
Why?
man was
Why?
beefing with
Do you
Tony
know why?
Soprano.
Do New Jersey people know why?
No, I personally like us, so
yeah. There we go. I was like, I mean, but I heard even people from Jersey don't like
I like us.
Jersey. Like,
That boy
Yeah,
Chief
man. It's
Keef was
like
beefing with Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano.
Great, we got everything. Like Jersey's hella. We have everything, but nobody ever realizes we have everything because New York takes credit for it all. Feel me?
Oh yeah, and what they say that the 45th worst accent in the country.
But I don't
it's
have
it's a Jersey thing.
Yeah. Jersey Shore ruined that for y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
Long Island, not New Jersey.
What happened?
Oh what?
They're Long Islanders. They're fake. The Jersey.
Oh wow.
Oh no! I thought they was really. I thought they was really from Jersey.
No,
They're just
My
from Long
bad.
Island.
that was a.
Oh,
Damn.
uh,
Well, I thought they did. Well, I thought at least like Pauly D been saying he was from Long Island on the show, but
Maybe somebody was from New Jersey, but either way, they recorded on the Jersey Shore, but they were not from New fucking Jersey.
wow. See, this fake ass reality TV.
I know.
If we can rewind a bit, you said you would charge more if they wanted crazy designs. What's an example of a crazy design on a henna? Like,
So I have a koi fish on my page, and I did that one on my shoulder by myself. personally. That was a little bit difficult. I mean, I was looking in the mirror and trying to do it myself. But anything like a sleeve or something complicated like that, I would charge a little bit more for.
Okay, okay.
Like or odd places. Like I've had people ask me to do hennas in some interesting places or whatever when I'm in festivals. Like one of the most, and not that it was uncomfortable, but it was like I don't like being quite close to people. And you know, like when I do henna, I have to be. But there've been quite a few people who've had me do like their necks or like really odd, intricate places, and it's just like we're like in like an enclosed space, you know, and it's like for people to have to like halfway take their pants down or like take off their shirt or whatever. It's kind of interesting or whatever, but like I've had to
Wow.
because people have asked for very weird things, but
Wow. So, okay. So, okay. 'Cause I always thought the henna was just the hand. So you can get it on your neck too if you wanted to.
and it can go anywhere. It's a tattoo. And some people ask me for a version of a tattoo that they want since it is a temporary tattoo technically, so they get to see what it looks like, you know. So
Hmm.
get to do
So
pretty.
what's like the typical client you usually get when it comes to the henna stuff?
Generally, it definitely is women, of course. Very rarely do I get males, and at least like culturally, when doing henna, like if I was doing it for a wedding, I would never do a male. That's just like not how it's supposed to be. But when I do it just for the fun of it, most of the time it's young women coming up to me and stuff.
Hmm.
They just want
Uh,
to look pretty, or like little kids, you know, kind of
it's
like
like
that.
it's like traditionally they're not meant for guys to have. It's just like a woman thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Organized American culture, things change a little bit, and people.
I know, right? Well, it's the USA now, buddy. We don't gotta follow your rules.
I said next, whatever. Like I did a tattoo on somebody or whatever. I've done people. Some people ask for rings or whatever. Like most of the guys that I do, like they'll ask for rings or like some simple shit like that. Like nothing like wild and intricate. I've done some
Okay.
weird shit, but yeah.
So how long does it typically take you to do one?
I'd say if I'm with it, like I've done events where I've had at least 200 people there, and I know I have to do those 200 people, so I can do a nice henna in 10 to 15 minutes. But if I really sit there and take my time, I mean, either way, it's not going to be any more than 30 minutes. If it's a super big henna, I'd say maybe about 45. Or if I'm doing it on myself, I'll take about 2 hours to do it because I mean, I'm a little more intricate. Like a lot of the hennas that I have on my page are some that I've done myself. Like there's a leg one that I did of an octopus that took me like 2 hours. The one that I did of the
Well,
dragon took about 2.5 hours. The koi fish probably took about 45 minutes. That one was the quickest big one that I've ever done. But yeah, and you know, the more you do it, the faster you get and the better you get. So
So like in the near future, like what where do you see yourself like as an artist? Like what type of things do you want to have established by it?
I think so. I mean, I wanna go into curatorial work. So I want to go into like museums and stuff, and more so creating the story for an artist. Um, there's a lot of things like per myself that I'd like to implement over the next few years. So I mean, I'd like to still go the curatorial route and be in like more of the administration side of museums. But my art isn't necessarily something that I've been like focused on over the last few years. It's more so like the educational aspect and kind of like opening opportunity to like other Black people and kids like in the future. Like that's really what I want to do. You know, like being able to paint and like doing art is just something that I can do. And I mean, like the degree that I'm getting it in is more so for the purpose of knowing the nitty gritty stuff about painting and fine art when I actually go into museums and stuff like that. So I mean,
And
I don't know if I'll continue to further on with my art. I mean, I do stuff for the fun of it and like just to put up in my house and stuff like that. But you know, it's a hobby right now. It's one of the many things I do. Like I do glass blowing and stuff like that. Like I do my little tattoos. Like it's a multitude of stuff. So I mean, it's a lot that I be doing with my art.
so with the glass blowing, this is my question I've always had with glass blowing. And y'all can feel free to dunk on me after I say this. It don't matter. You know what I mean? I don't take myself too seriously. How don't people fucking burn their fucking lungs and esophagus and goddamn throat?
Because it's
that's actually a good question.
so I do more of like the bead making work and like the making like the like figurines and sculptures and stuff like when I do glass work. But my friend does glass blowing, but they use it's a really long pole and there's a hole in it and all they do is blow and that's it. The hot part is at the end of the shit, so you know you're not like wrecking your lungs or anything like that. But there is a little thing that glass they get like glass in the
Yo,
blood.
yeah, it's like, oh,
Like
it's so immature,
I'm
bro.
12 years old. I'm sorry.
So immature, bro. So yeah, I don't know. I was always wondering if you would just like, if like how they don't like kill themselves doing that thing.
that shit's hard to sell, and there's repercussions. You know, like everything. You know, as an artist, you work with a certain medium, like you work with wood. Sawdust is probably in your lungs forever or whatever. But it's like there's
Yeah, for
So you
sure.
say you make figurines with yours?
yes,
Like what type of stuff like with the figurine?
I have little turtles.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
but I'll make anything or like little pumpkins and stuff like that. Like last year I was into jewelry making and stuff, so I made a few different like pumpkin earrings. I made little cauldrons for the holidays and little snowmen and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
so like, do
But
you
how
stain
hard
the
does it
glass
have
as
to
well?
be?
Or,
Go
oh,
ahead, bro.
sorry. I was like,
You got it.
I don't, but I'd like to. I just over the last year, like with this job in particular, I started doing this more, so I haven't been able to focus on a lot of the more physical things of my art and stuff. But I really want to get back into it because stained glass was something that I really wanted to do because it just looks
Mm.
so dope and like for whatever reason why. You know, because Instagram and the algorithms and shit, like it would pop up my feed, and I'm just like, this is something that I know I got to do in the future at some point. But and it's a craft to learn though, and it's
Mm.
also expensive going to glass studios and stuff. So
mm.
All right.
glass
Now,
make it difficult.
do you
But
sell the figurines?
do I? I'm sorry.
Do you sell the figurines?
I don't sell my figurines. I sold my jewelry.
How much you sell that for?
My jewelry I sold for about 30, 35, depending on them on the piece.
Okay.
Yeah. I had little stone penis necklaces too. I did those. Those were fire.
Stone what?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. Stone what?
I said stone penises.
You cut off again. What?
Stone penises.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh,
demand for that,
yeah.
like stone penis around your neck.
I mean,
Like
you like a you like a stone throw away from just making dildos. Like, why you trying to
stone throw.
Now, that's really good business. So don't get me started because there was
Yeah, bro. Like sex
Nah,
sells.
about going the route. You know, like
my I had a friend. He used to make like bongs.
that's fine.
He learned how to blow glass, and he'd make bongs.
I
I
wanted
don't,
to. It's you gotta practice though, and I feel like if I went to school for that, I'd be a little bit better at it. But it's definitely more of a hobby. I mean, if I could do that in the future at some point, that would be fire. But I don't think I'm going that way. It's a little too
So
complicated
you
for
said
me.
you don't want to make sex paraphernalia? Why not?
I said no. I never said that. I said that would be. I said that's
Yeah, you can put your henna designs on them too.
yeah. Delicious. Nice little flower on the tip.
There we go.
Design.
That's funny as hell. So, like I said, we don't be having questions and shit. We just really grasping for straws and just talking shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, she definitely picked up on that. She's like, this
I,
motherfucker. So
that's what I said at the top when you was talking about what we need intros. I'm like, our intro is ask some questions and hope they don't leave. That's it.
we should be way more prepared. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, yo, keeping 1,000 with you. I knew I had somebody booked for this week. But when she DM'd me, it was like, "Yo, we're doing the interview this week." I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure, 100%, locked and loaded."
We the only podcast that'll give you the behind the scenes in front of y'all.
oh yeah, we're very transparent.
Yeah,
Keeping 1,000 around here.
for real. Shoot.
1,000 around here. So what's been on your mind? What's making you tick these days?
I just been working.
You,
That's all.
you ain't been paying attention to the news.
Not really. I mean, not to say not really. I definitely have. There's been a lot of fucked up shit going on. I'm on Instagram like all fucking day and Twitter and shit. So, but
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little. I might be a little torment. Not what's the word I want to look for. I'm going through some trauma with this monkeypox shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a little traumatized, bro.
Oh, now everybody's scared of the disease now. Oh no,
I
y'all
know,
done been
right?
getting on me for wearing the mask. Oh
Yeah,
now
yeah, I
everybody's
know.
scared.
Yo, that's funny because at work we was talking about the same shit. It was like, oh yeah, niggas ain't. It's not because of the health. Niggas just afraid to be ugly. That's what it is.
Right?
Like
In
that's.
fact, yo, niggas is not trying to.
What is that?
Anyway, all you anti-vax fucktards are fake as hell because I know y'all lining up for the monkeypox shit
Yeah.
now.
Yo, as soon as they come out with that monkeypox,
Yeah.
No,
that
no,
shit live.
get to the back of the line. Get to the back of the line, bro. Don't do that.
Hold
What
on,
you say?
Faith, what you
Okay.
say?
I don't really know what that is because I know it's been popping off in random places, but I don't really know what it is because I never really read the captions. I just kept seeing monkeypox, but I skipped the scroll, so you know.
Brandon, B, I'm pretty sure B can tell you. B know everything about
But
this.
Monkeypox, all right, it's I think it's spread by human contact. All right, is y'all get these nasty bumps all over y'all, and they be I think it's painful. I don't even think it's just straight itching. I think it's like actually painful, and I heard it's like almost a 3 to 4 week like treatment process or whatever.
Oh no.
All right, and y'all was out here laughing at me with the double masked up,
That
and now
about the
y'all.
bubble.
And now y'all wanna be out here trying to get the vaccines and stuff. Dog, get to the back of the line, dog. I'm first.
Oh fuck, nigga. I know I was talking about vaccine shit before.
Yeah.
They come up with that monkeypox vaccine, bro.
I think like the closest thing there is like I think the smallpox vaccine can help you fight it a little bit, but
or
yeah,
This nigga
no.
said,
or stay away from me. That's all I'm gonna say.
And, then you got the conservatives trying to label that as the new gay disease because they're stupid. So
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I keep it real with you, bro. One of our homosexual brethren was on fucking the shade room talking about how he got that shit. And literally he got it in all the hottest spots. Like he got it in his mouth, his ass, and on his dick.
that's the worst.
Why what are you doing, bro? Like you're not curving the narrative at all, bro. Like don't do it, bro.
But I
Like,
mean, I'm just saying, like somebody with monkeypox can hand you $1 and you'll get it. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you
I
know,
did hear that. Yeah, I did hear Shorty said she got it from counting money. I don't know. I'm
hmm
just shook. Like she really got me shook. Like damn, man. What the
Oh,
fuck?
now you shook. Now you shook. Now everybody's scared. When I was on my second, third, fourth vaccine, y'all was like, "Oh no, why you getting the vaccine? The white man trying to kill you." No, 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 no. Oh, now y'all playing in the monkeypox. Y'all about to be
so
out here like playing on the H, eat, and I'm gonna be.
so Faith, what is your views on vaccinations and
If to be quite honest, the only reason why I got the COVID vaccine was because I wanted to go to school, and my school was telling us that they were going to kick us out if we didn't do it. And then lo and behold, 2 weeks before school started, we didn't have to get the shit. So that was the only reason.
uh
And then my job started asking for the booster, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just get the booster, and that's the only reason why I have that shit. But otherwise, fuck that shit. Don't get the fucking flu shot.
I mean, now do you have autism
No.
now from the see? Thank you. All right,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's like the flu shot. I don't need to get the fucking flu shot. The flu shot is a fucking shot against the fucking
I
vaccine.
just want,
Trained
I just want to
shit.
say,
Like, hello, fuck.
all y'all keep that same energy when y'all out here hopping around, have addictions to bananas and stuff. Keep that same energy. And matter of fact, I'm doubling my bubble. It was 6 feet before. Y'all can stay a whole foot now. No, not a foot. I don't care. I don't
Oh,
care.
what did you say, Faith?
I said I've been fine. I got immunities and shit. I ain't have. Well, I probably did have COVID because I.
Yeah, that's what they thought
But
before.
even,
When now they got the monkeypox. They
I ain't
thought,
gonna lie. Faith might be one of the strongest people I know. The tattoo she got on her back looked like that shit hurt. Like
that
fuck.
shit hurt. It definitely fucking did.
What
Can I?
is that a
Is it? Did it
tattoo
held
of?
up? Can we see it? That shit
oh,
look like
oh,
that hurt. Like
What is
fuck.
that?
yeah, that
Is that
looks
like
like
is that an ankh or something? Or is that like the hospital thing? Like what is that? Like what? I
Uh,
didn't know what that was. Like I'm sorry, I was just trying to.
it's a snake. It's two snakes. It's two snakes merging together to
Oh,
make
let me see. Let me see that again. I
it's
didn't.
an Ouroboros.
two an Ouroboros or whatever. But
Ouroboros. Damn it, Brandon, stop remembering shit from
He
school,
knows. Doesn't
okay?
he know
Like,
too much shit? Like he knows too much shit.
oh wow,
Yeah, that's
okay.
why I got my
I
vaccine because
love
I do.
snakes.
Facts. I do too. I used to have a snake tattoo on my forearm, but I got that one covered up. That was this little.
Oh, what was the reason behind it? Did you have a job that didn't like tats or something, or
Well, obviously I have tats, so no.
so why'd you want to cover the snake up?
It was ugly. The person who did it did a really shitty job, and
Ah,
the roses that were on there, like they were perfect or whatever, like way he did it, but the way that it healed, 'cause, like he was a tattoo artist. He just went too deep in my skin. So it was like the way that it healed, like you couldn't really see the detail, and I couldn't stand it, so I got it covered up. And then I got the two snakes on my back. Um, this year I was in Pittsburgh to replace the snake that was on my arm. But yeah,
hey, you lose one, you gain two. I like that.
You
hopefully
lost one.
there you go.
That's
So,
Hey,
crazy.
of your travels, what was your favorite place to go? You were talking about San Francisco, I think. Is that what you said?
I went to San Francisco when I was like 12, but that was personally my favorite place to go just because it was so pretty. But like
Because
as a fucking adult, I guess I fuck with Chicago, to be quite honest. I actually do.
you got a
But
drop on the stripper chick. She from Tennessee.
Just remember the duck.
my Alaska was the one place that I really fucked with. Like
You went there
Alaska.
for work?
no, I went there for a funeral, unfortunately. But
Oh,
my cousin passed away, and
Oh,
um
gosh.
it was so it was just a really nice experience. Like I was only out there for 3 days, and it was what, like I think the sun set at like 11 o'clock at night or some shit like that,
Oh
and
no.
woke up at like 4:30. The sun rose or whatever. So I mean, it was beautiful, but like the vibe up there is wild because it's like, well, for one, hella white people. There were only I think I only saw two other black people. My cousin's father, and then some random black girl in the bar because we had the funeral service in the bar and stuff. But the energy up there is immaculate because it's like you're in the dark for 9 months of the fucking year, so that's hella depressing. And then not only that, but it's like negative 24 degrees every single
Oh
fucking.
no.
But it was like everybody was so vibrant and happy and stuff. So it was like
uh,
I could fuck with this. Like I could see how the young people up there survive because like, but all they do is get drunk though. But
Yeah,
That's what
what
I
else is there
heard.
to
They
do?
I
say
Like,
they get drunk
I
every
see
day.
I seen that movie 30 Days a Night when the vampires came, and I'm never going to Alaska ever.
Alaska,
They had
don't sleep on it. It gets hot in the summer. It'd be like 80 degrees up there. They have
really?
nah
wild
nah
shit. Mm-hmm.
nah that I can't do all
So
that.
did you go into an igloo while up there?
No, I didn't go to an igloo because it was not
God damn it.
Um, but what's fire though? That's just closer to Russia than it is to fucking the United States, and I think that's cool as hell.
Oh my God. Didn't Palin say something like that? Like
Yeah,
I can
I
see
can see
Russia from
Russia
my
from my
house. Yeah.
house.
No,
Did you also shoot at wolves while in a helicopter?
I
Or
I was never in a helicopter. I did see a moose.
okay. You
Um,
saw a
It's all
moose?
a moose.
moose are very big. They're ginormous. They're fucking huge.
I heard.
They're
Like they're like freakishly huge. Like,
gotta like you're around a moose, you're probably gonna die.
Oh,
Right?
they're
Man,
aggressive like that?
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful fucking creature.
So Rocky and Bullwinkle lied to me then. That's cool. Did you at least pray to the Balto statue up there? Like
I didn't see Balto statue.
what the fuck? You didn't even see any of the cool stuff in
that's
okay.
the only thing they got. What
Still,
did you see?
it's still ice up there.
Did you at least see the lights things or
Now,
whatever?
Oh, the Aurora.
in Anchorage,
Yeah, yeah, that, yeah.
Aurora Borealis.
it's
Thank you, Brandon.
I went while it was still light and stuff. So like it was daytime and shit. So you really couldn't see the lights, and I wasn't about to be outside
Okay.
cold looking for the lights. But if Fairbanks, Alaska, they the Northern Lights 265 days a year, so you can see them better up there than in Anchorage. But in Fairbanks,
Okay.
Listen, this is the SOS podcast. We demand you risk your life for information, okay?
it's not.
Listen,
I don't like
you need
adventure.
to have a near-death experience so that we can, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
use your stories for our fucking gain, okay? God damn
Uh,
it.
Hey, they might not have the monkeypox up there. I was just thinking about that. It might be too cold for the monkeypox. Because
Oh man.
I think monkeys can't survive in real cold. I don't know. They might be.
Well,
They might be all right.
Is it
well,
monkeys?
What?
Does it come from monkeys?
It might. Guess
well.
who ain't trying to find out?
I mean, well, I'm not usually the conspiracy theorist type, but I did hear a plausible explanation. It's Harambe getting his revenge from the grave. That's what's going
Oh
on.
man.
That's just, and I can believe that
That's about
because Black Lives Matter. No, I'm just kidding.
about that horse Black Lives Matter? Name was Black Lives Matter.
Mm.
Oh, there was a horse called Black Lives Matter. Oh, that's crazy. Did he win?
I can imagine that at the Kentucky Derby too. Like, Black Lives Matter wins by a hair or by a nose or whatever it is.
All the rich white folks that's laughing, say he's running because his name is Black Lives Matter.
No, they probably have all types of little innuendos about him smashing and dashing and shit like that.
Would you like it? Look at that, another black guy on the run.
Wow, what a riot! Black Lives Matter wins again.
Oh no! Oh my god! Yo, that's funny.
He's looking like, what did I get myself into?
She knew what time it was when she came on this show, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like 5 minutes before I was debating. I'm like, damn, I'm like, do I get on?
So you like you give me like crazy introvert vibes. Is this tough for you to do?
What? Be social?
Yeah,
No,
in person. Say that again. I'm sorry.
I don't, because when you met me, I was a talkative person. Like I was pretty much out there, and I'm like that on a regular. But sometimes I don't be wanting to talk to people. Like I'm an antisocial social person, if that makes sense.
What they call you an omnivert?
Huh?
An omnivert?
That's my first time hearing this one.
No,
It's like omnivore or omnivore or whatever they call that. Like basically like
I'm a vegetable.
Yeah, you know how
it's an introvert and an extrovert.
Yeah,
like you're like you got traits of both.
I'll take that.
that's how. I mean, to be honest, that's how I am. Like, there's a lot of people. Like, I remember this one dude was trying to ask my other friend, like, had I been to the pen and if I had any bodies, because the way I was acting, he thought I was like the shooter of the crew, and it's just because I wasn't saying nothing. You know what I mean? Like
The quiet one, the crazy one. I used to be quiet, and people used to think I was crazy. That's talking, and they were like, "Damn, she talks too much." But when I was quiet, I thought that was killer.
Right. So, man, we running out of steam here. We got to think of some provocative stuff to say.
Oh, I know. Were you ever hit with the cultural appropriation charge when you're doing your henna? Like,
Yes, actually, but very, very rarely. And the cultural appropriation charge was from, drumroll please, a black person.
Oh my God!
You said it was a white person?
A black,
Or
black girl.
Oh,
Black,
gosh.
and it really kind of pissed me
I'd
off.
be like, who the fuck side are you on, LaQuasha?
She tried to do an event for an art gallery, whatever. And then she comes back to me a few weeks later, whatever, when I'm ready to send a little deposit. And she's like, oh, well, my team and I think this is going to offend some people and their beliefs and da-da-da-da-da. And like, Hannah isn't really religious. So, it was just like the comment that she made, it was just like, if you're concerned about something, just ask me. Or if you need like a packet or some shit, like I'm willing to run down information for you. Like, don't immediately think that I'm sitting here or like the problem was that her team didn't do the proper research into what I was doing. They just heard henna and Indian, like that's immediately what they thought, and they said, okay, this is a religious thing, and this is going to offend. And I don't really understand how it would offend Black people coming to a Black event for Juneteenth, to be quite honest. So, like, I personally didn't really see the correlation, but that was my cultural appropriation, and that's all the fuck she said. But yeah.
Most of the loudest people always be ones who's not the target group of that. You know what I mean? Like, they always talk about somebody on somebody else's band.
Zeus was good.
Shut up. They didn't ask you nothing.
Right. See, if you'd have showed her that Twitter thread of the Indians going ham on us, she'd have changed her mind real quick. She'd have been like, matter of fact, fuck them. But okay, dang. So only one person actually.
Hold on, Tenzin. What? I remember that, but I don't really remember what happened with that again.
Oh Lord, let me stop.
Yeah, let Brandon tell the story. So, Faith, you're gonna love this.
This random Black dude on Twitter he like retweeted this group of Indian dudes dancing in a club, and he said, "Oh, it must smell
Oh, but they were
crazy in
dancing to
there."
their favorite song. It was that ding 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 ding
Yeah,
ding
yeah,
ding
yeah,
ding. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And he said it must smell crazy in there. And somehow them Indian people found out. And Lord, they were saying every racial slur ever created for black people. They were, some of them slurs I didn't even know existed past 1836.
I don't even mean to be disrespectful like that, and like I understand it's a cultural thing, but when I went to see The Weeknd a few weeks ago, I was in Philly, and like the original seats that we were had, like
You
we were
said Philly or Chile?
in Philly,
Philly? Okay,
Philadelphia.
okay, okay, all right. I
The
was like,
other,
damn, you went to Chile? Like, damn.
the other,
All right.
well, I did go to Chili's today. That's facts, you know, because Chili's is fire. But
You went to Chili's?
I did go. I went to. I have my Chili's bag. I got a Chipotle chicken crisper, but
Bruh,
that's
I
not.
keep
Nice.
hearing her wrong. I thought she said she actually went to Chile. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. She was talking about the country. Like,
But Philly, so Philadelphia, the other side, because I know y'all on the other side of the world, you know, by
we
Ohio
don't like them over there.
or whatever. I know, I understand, but I'm by Philly, so that's my state. You know, that's my area.
Boo.
Your skyline of build.
Oh, hold on. After you tell this story, I want you to tell me and my brother Brandon what you said about our accent.
Yo, okay, because y'all country is hell.
Woo!
But yeah, yes, the fuck you are, and their country is hell.
oh,
Chicago too. The accent I heard a while, but shit. So Philly or whatever, fucking Weekend concert. I moved my seats up with my friend, and I felt really bad because we were by like a group of like young Indian kids and shit. And you know, it's outside, we're all sweating and shit. Weekend comes out, it's lit as fuck. And I felt so bad because I'm like, bro, like I need them to move because homeboy behind me, his underarms were unctuous. Oh my god.
he was dying.
And I wanted to pull
Yo, before they come and try to kill us, this her. This
it was
not her.
like that. So like I ended up moving over a little bit because you know the Weekend started to slide over, so I had to slide over too and shit. And I passed his armpits, and then I felt better. But I dead ass almost threw up in that shit. And it's just
Oh,
you can't come to a concert with not even like a little like I don't know if he just didn't wash off and shit. Like I understand it was 95 degrees outside, but there's no excuse to stink. Never excuse. Never.
Especially to the
That
point where it was making you about to throw up. Like that means he ain't washed in days. Like
uh,
that's
underarms down to the to be quite honest. You know something. You know.
oh
Oh,
man.
stuff, just a little sniff, like what other people smelling, because it was his whole body. It wasn't even just his underarms. It had to have been. Smelled that.
All that curry, the curry just be flowing. Um,
all right. So real quick.
You sound country. Yes, you
No,
don't.
you said no. I ain't going. No, I'm not letting you off the hook. No, you said some real fly shit, and I need you to repeat that and explain what
uh-oh.
that means.
What'd I say?
Good. This is revenge on y'all when I first came up to Pittsburgh.
Cause my brother Tizza, he's from Atlanta, so he sound country as fuck to us. But you said that our accent got white people seasoning on it. What the
Ain't
Oh,
no
white
way,
people
bruh.
seasoning. That's good
Also,
because y'all
you
sound
come
like
from Jersey.
surfers.
No, not
White
surfer.
people like explain the white people seasoning part. Like what word you
Like country, like Ohio. Like you guys are fucking Ohio.
Ohio.
That's
No, she didn't, bruh. No, she didn't.
Damn. Cleveland.
Ohio would trade. Listen,
you
Ohio would
Definitely.
trade their entire state to be Pittsburgh. You know this, right?
said they what?
Ohio would trade their entire state to be Pittsburgh. Like,
And I'm sure Pittsburgh is like the size of a nugget. Like you guys are really
right.
nothing.
But that's how dope we are.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Hold on. I need more of this Pittsburgh accent analysis here. Okay, so white people seasoning, country, okay.
Like when I went to get my tattoo, that was the dumbest shit that I ever seen. My Uber driver went across the bridge to come across the bridge again, and I'm just like, we were just on this fucking side. It really didn't make any sense to me. That shit is weird. For the smallest city in the world, there's zero reason why you have to do all that extra shit to get around.
You doing a
No,
lot.
she
You
did.
stepping real
Yo,
heavy on her
yo,
city
she
right
coming
now.
real crazy right now. Yeah.
Stepping heavy, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
about to go and
Poor
shoot
Pitts
this
boy.
person up.
I'm from Jersey. We have what? New York or
Y'all,
Brooklyn.
all y'all got is Tony Soprano and some MTV stars. That's it.
No,
That's
no,
all
we
y'all
I'll
got.
give y'all Red Man too. Y'all
Well,
got Red Man.
have
and
New
um, and
York.
y'all got
New
Cory
York took
Booker.
Redman from
He's
y'all.
Yeah, we have Corey here. All right, but
yeah.
New Jersey is fire. New Jersey's New York, but New York just be taking all the credit. Like I said, now Pittsburgh, you guys just sound a little white, a little country. That's all. That's all.
Hmm.
Little
I
you.
don't accept that at all.
Wow.
Y'all are like right next to West Virginia and Ohio. You know, like you're basically Midwest.
Now she called us West Virginia too.
Oh, not
Damn.
West Virginia.
Like you
She
said it was.
disrespecting heavy, bro.
I
She
mean,
disrespecting
Damn.
heavy.
that's your location. I need a that's
Shoot,
your
man, my boy Marijuana McFly, he's from the BK and he's showing Jersey some love right now. So so you got some support
Y'all
there,
got the
Faith.
Queen Lauryn Hill. Okay, I gotta bow down a little bit. I fuck with Lauryn Hill.
Oh, she's from Jersey?
she lives there.
Oh, she lives there currently. Oh, okay.
You
I
know,
mean, listen, even the dog catch the warm side of a curb sometimes. Like, y'all, you know what I mean?
All y'all biggest stuff got claimed by New York as soon
and,
as they got put on.
and for that first off because that's bad, but it's still because
Hey,
not from New York, they live in Jersey. Same thing for the Jets. Now, I have a problem with the Brooklyn Nets being in Brooklyn because they were originally in Newark, and for some reason they sucked when they were in fucking Newark. But as soon as they want to go to fucking Brooklyn and get all good at
yeah, because they got more funding.
whatever. But either way, their home was New Jersey. Okay, the origin story was New Jersey. We have to remember new fucking.
Nah,
Let's see,
like New
aren't you
Jersey is
guys
literally like
you
the
guys are called a
armpit of New
garden
York
state
City.
too,
We're
right?
Super Bowl, New fucking Jersey. And yes, we are the Garden State, but the Garden State is South Jersey, and we don't really fuck with South Jersey. North
Well,
Jersey.
what's wrong with the South?
I'm not from the South, so I don't know. But I'm from North Jersey, and that's all.
But Jersey is Jersey, damn it.
I was
That's
about to
fine.
say, you can't
But
pick and choose what part you claiming.
New Jersey to me is where I live, Newark, Jersey City, and then that's pretty much it. The rest of Jersey, I don't really fuck with, to be quite honest. You know, like I be driving around it and shit, but it's not really that important. Maybe Atlantic City.
Woke up this morning,
Mm.
got yourself a gun.
Brick City. Y'all literally the armpit of New York City. Like
I,
literally people.
somebody don't say that. Somebody said we were the armpit today, and I don't.
But in one of those like popular schools over there, I forget. In Jersey, what was it? Fuck. Never
Is
mind.
it
It
is
was
it
one.
Rutgers? No, Rutgers is
I,
somewhere else.
Yeah, Rutgers is Jersey, yeah?
yeah,
No?
Rutgers is the state school.
Okay. Okay, I thought it was one of them.
I
Okay.
I go to
Oh,
Rutgers.
you go to Rutgers?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
No, I
man.
ain't mad
Don
at
Imus made
Jersey.
y'all
I mean,
famous.
I just hate the fact that the only way to prop yourself up is to shit on another
I
city. But
know. The nerve.
it's
The
cool.
nerve.
But I'm not saying we're better than y'all, even though we are. But
Oh, okay.
you know, you guys are just tiny, tiny,
I
tiny
mean,
play. A tiny, tiny, tiny.
Oh, I
I
don't
like
like
the
that. I don't like
I like the Jersey club music. It just takes a lot of effort to dance to it. That's all. Like, oh.
There's a reason they had 6 seasons of
You know,
Jersey Shore. They only went to 2 clubs.
Jersey,
Y'all got nothing.
and that was what back in the 2000s anyway. I mean, personally, I don't go to like the clubs that out here, so I don't really know what it's like. But if you go to the right areas in like Newark or to like the Spanish areas, it'd be lit as fuck out. You know, like Snooki was they were Italian as fuck. I don't know where they were going, but some half-ass unseasoned place. Okay. No, pop up to the north to the hood area and you'll find some lit shit. But all that TV and social media fake shit, it's not us.
Nah, I'm gonna come to New Jersey and that shit better be lit. If that shit's whack, we'll be
I'm
like,
burning it down.
Yeah, I think I got Redman's debut CD somewhere. As long as I have that with me, I think
time.
they'll I'll be like time for some action. Time for some time. Yeah, see, which I know. But
Oh, you know what? Last time we spoke, you said you had some interesting music taste. What you
oh.
I love metal. That's what I fuck with. So was that a burp or
you okay?
That's their what do you call it? The
whatever?
like they'd be like that's all I know about metal. Like
The only artist that I listen to that's not metal is The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. To be quite honest, I mean I do listen to a little. I've tried to get into a little
Ariana Grande
bit, but yes, because that's my bitch. But
on purpose.
Hey, hey, listen. We wrote Pittsburgh as a city wrote her off when she broke up with Mac Miller. She
I
was
know,
dead
right?
to us.
Y'all was weird
She
as
was
hell for
dead to
that.
us after that. She could have gone to any place she wanted to
Don't
here, and the minute she broke up with him, we kicked her out the city.
don't talk. Don't. That's my.
Who's your top metal band right now?
Bring Me the Rise is my favorite group. They're not really metal anymore. They're more rock bands. They're more rocky now, but they've been around for about 10, 12 years. So their genre has changed from like hardcore metal to rock over the last.
Okay. And what separates metal from rock? Like what? Like I guess like
It's essentially screaming and like
screaming. Okay.
the hardness, I guess, of like the chords and stuff like that. Because rock music be lit as fuck, but it's like when you hear metal, it's like there's I don't want to say there's like a darkness to it, but it is. Like there's a certain like darkness to it. You can kind of hear it, and they growl and they do little shits and all that fun stuff or whatever. But I quite enjoy it. I think it's calming. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I like the instrumentation of metal, like the whole like
There's no. I listen to the
just your
deeper.
subwoofers just suffering, like just
I appreciate the small shit. Like I'll listen to the drums in the background or like the guitar solos and stuff like that. Like that's what I fuck with. But it's been a long time since I've been to a metal concert. I gotta get back on my
Did
rock.
you ever mosh?
I didn't because I don't really fuck with that shit, and I'm not about getting hit.
Hey, you
And
light skin, you gonna bruise easy as fuck.
you already know what's up. Yes,
You just got covered with some of that header.
There we go. Continuity. I love it.
Yeah. The last time I went to a concert, the first time I went to a concert, I burned my feet, but I didn't mosh because it was excessive, and people were really tripping because it was like a fucking.
You burned your feet?
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
So New Jersey, we got like this little place called PNC Art Center and shit. So it's an outside, concert hall or whatever. But they decided to do the concert on the blacktop instead of on the grass. So
See,
it was like fresh
y'all backwards
too. So it was like black as fuck. So it was like 100 degrees outside already.
Excuse me.
The ground was like 12. So yeah.
See, here in Pittsburgh, we got these things called buildings, right? And we got air conditioning, and we allowed to go inside to hear the music. We don't gotta stand out on the hot vibe. Y'all was in a parking lot first off. Don't say no blacktop. Y'all was in a parking lot.
Not a parking lot.
Parking lot.
The Chuck E. Cheese parking lot.
Y'all couldn't even wash on no grass.
It was worth it because I have a T-shirt with 3 different band signatures on it, and one day that bitch is gonna be worth something. So,
What bands was that?
Shoot. Hey, Folkland, what's the time looking like?
We are slipping right now. Tell us the bands real quick.
Ice and Ice Kills, Ocean State, Alaska, and Chelsea Grin. And then I have a few other signed shit by Chelsea and Grin, and then a signed vinyl by Bring Me the Horizon, and then another signed thing by Ice and Ice Kills, and then something else signed by another band. A lot of signed shit, but that's just because concerts be cheap. And it would be like $50 depending on who you go see. So unlike fucking Chris Brown, you spent $1,000 on his meet and greets.
Well, shit, man. This definitely was fun, man. Especially once we started talking shit on each other. We about to get close to time. So, did you want to shout anybody out, or shout anything out, or anything you got going on?
If they were here, two of my peoples, their IGs are Luke My Ego and _ Real Trey 3. They have a little radio station out in Jersey and stuff, and I've been trying to get out with them. But they be doing their music shit, and they're kind of like my people, whatever. And they're always my inspiration to do stuff like this and kind of speak out on stuff because they be doing it. But big shout out to them because that's my little team out in Jersey. So,
well, if you send that to the DL, then I'll make sure to put it in the caption for the video that we upload or whatnot. And then, yeah, man, we do these things called chill streams. If you ever wanted to pop past the chill stream and just talk some shit, you know what I mean?
Or so shoot, I mean.
You know what I mean? I know it get lonely in them damn hotel rooms and shit. So yeah. Every Wednesday night, SOS podcast with my real brothers Tenzin and B, and we was with Faithful Henna, and we about to jet on out of here. I appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank y'all for having me. Have a good night.
You too.
Hey, good night.